Exploring careers in music. Elementary general music teacher. Mr. Conway is a music teacher at Plains Elementary School and also at Folks Run, and he's joined me to talk about his career in music. Welcome, Mr. Conway.
Hello.
Can you talk to us a little bit about what your job is?
Primarily, my job is about teaching students about the many different parts of music. I am entrusted to create engaging lessons that allow students to experience, learn, and create music themselves. So this can involve singing together, playing a game, playing instruments, creating music, or just listening to me talk about stuff. Sometimes I get to incorporate other art forms like theater or dance into my lessons because they also relate to music. I also get to talk about science and math and social studies because all of those things kind of relate to music in some fashion. And so I also get to explore many different genres of music like jazz, Western classical, hip hop, or sometimes even modern pop. So there's a lot of information about music, and I just kind of get to teach all of it, or as much as I possibly can to my students.
That sounds like a great job. And I'm not just saying that because I also do that job. Why did you decide to do this job?
So I actually became interested in pursuing music as a career in high school. And in fact, I actually wanted to perform in a band, but not a rock band. I wanted to perform in a wind band by playing my trombone for a living. However, when I got to college, I kind of realized that playing a trombone for a living is a lot of work that really kind of made me realize that that's not actually what I wanted to do, um, as be a professional trombone player. And through my course studies and stuff, I realized that what I really wanted to do was just make music as a hobby and share my love of music with other people. And the best way to do that was to teach people about music. So I pursued a music education degree in college. And you know what? If I got to sing with other people and play music with other people, and then along the way pass along some information about how cool music was, I thought, you know what? That's a win-win for me. So
Obviously, you love your job because you can see that in your face and the way you talk about it. What is it about the job that you find especially interesting or rewarding?
especially as an elementary music teacher, I think the one of the most fun parts of my job is being able to go to work and make music with other people, whether they're big or small. And so I sometimes tell people I get to play games as a living because music isn't something you can touch. It's not something you can kind of manipulate. It's something you kind of hear and feel. And so a lot of the learning for music in the elementary level happens through games. And so I get to experience singing and playing games with my friends and my peers and my students on a daily basis. And with older students, we then get to kind of do more complex games, or we get to explore deeper levels into genres of music. And so I really just love being able to have a sense of community through music with my students and my peers, and play some games and sing on a daily basis.
Well, we all know that not every job is fantastic every single minute. So, in your job, what are some of the things that are challenging or that are difficult?
I would say one of the most challenging things I come across is what exactly do I teach? What am I going to do on any given day? Because there is so much just in the realm of music that you can learn. And some people spend their entire lives just learning about music. I think sometimes the hardest part of my job is to um, prioritize what information is important and what my students will get to experience in any given year. It's sometimes hard to realize that, maybe I'll have to leave something out of my lesson because I have to prioritize this other content, or I can't play this game because now I have to move to this game, or we won't be able to learn this song because we still need to practice this song, or something like that. So sometimes it's just hard to prioritize what information I'm going to pass on and what kind of experiences we get to do that any given year.
That does seem really challenging. How did you prepare once you decided that you wanted to be a music teacher, or maybe even before you made that choice? Thinking back, you realize these are some things that really helped you get ready to be a music teacher.
So all through my educational career as a student, I was taking music classes. You know, everyone takes music classes in elementary school, but then in middle school, I chose band and I started to play the trombone. And then I played trombone all through school and high school. I took a lot of different music electives like jazz band and marching band. Um, and I got to, in those experiences, create relationships with the people around me and start to develop just being able to help others in these classes as well. And not just, I learned how to help people excel in whatever they were doing, and which was a really cool thing to just experience as, you know, not even wanting to be a teacher at that point, but still being a teacher and helping other people. So then in college, when I pursued a degree in music, you know, I took more band classes. I did marching band, but there were other music classes like music history or music theory, which is kind of how music works. And then there was a lot about music pedagogy, which is how to teach music. But also with all those classes, I was also required to take, you know, English classes or general history classes or government classes, learning about the U.S. government, and even took a personal finance class to learn how to handle my money, which was a lot of fun. And I did all that in 5 years of college. So normally the degree is 4, but I added an extra year because I knew I wasn't ready to actually teach after 4 years. I needed another year of learning and just being an adult sometimes is a really important thing to know how to do. So then after I graduated with all those classes and all that learning, I got a degree and my teaching license that said, hey, you are allowed to teach music. And so I said, okay, I'm going to go find a job. And I found one and it's fantastic and I love it. And now as a teacher, I'm still learning. I'm still taking classes. I'm still listening to podcasts. I'm still learning from my peers. I'm still watching webinars and going to conferences. And, you know, the learning just never stops.
Well, thanks a lot for talking about how to be a music teacher with us. I hope that the students listening to this realize that this is a job that you too could consider. If
Yeah.
you are interested in music, think about this maybe as something you'd like to do.